Hello and welcome back to another episode of
Tube
Talk.
Tube Talk. After we had a week off last week because of the school holidays.
But
we were away.
Yeah, I was going to say I was going to come in to do it, but you were away at something.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a clash of schedules.
Yeah, we'll make sure it doesn't happen again for a while.
Exactly. But now school's back on track, and so is our schedule, so we are back onto it.
We are. We've got some good stuff to talk about this week.
We do. It's a good week. So
it's the last week of the racing season.
It is. I don't even know how seasons work in racing, but
so they start on 1 August.
Yep.
And next Wednesday, being 1 August, all the horses have a birthday.
Ah.
So it doesn't matter. All the horses are born between 1 August and 31 December, but it doesn't matter what day they're born. If they're born the 11th of November or the 10th of August, they all have their birthdays on the following 1 August. So all the 1-year-olds turn 2-year-olds, etc., etc., etc. So we have to have a horsey birthday cake.
Fun fact of the day. Who knew? Probably everyone watching this, but not me. Moving on. Let's talk about last week. Firstly, we had Billy Mojo, who ran second.
Just nailed on the line in Singapore. Really good run. He's coming back from injury and he had 2 runs. We knew he needed 2 runs back just fitness wise over shorter distances. They were great. Third up, he led, kicked, cleared, just got nailed, and they ran faster than the average time for the distance for the class. It was a good run. So he's ready to run. He's ready to win next start over 1,400 metres in a it'll be a $60,000 race. He'll be hard to beat. He'll be right there. He's in for a good campaign.
And we also had Rock Island Line, who came 6th.
Yeah, it was a better run than the 6th of Piers. Piers 6th beaten 2 means, but he was 3 wide the trip with no cover, couldn't get in, covered a lot of work and kept fighting. So he wasn't beaten fast. It was a good run that should set him up nicely for his next start at Grand National Week at Riccarton over a mile. And we might just, hopefully he draws better, but we might even just ride him a couple of places back and get him to relax a little bit more rather than send him forward again.
And we also have 2 announcements from last week. That's one email. I'm going to go for 4. I was going to say 3 then.
Okay, you going for 3?
I'll go 3. I'll go with my original answer.
I'm going to go 2.
Okay.
That's 1.
That is 1. Good work.
I can count.
You can count. I'm very proud. Back to our news from last week.
Yes.
We have retired 2 horses.
Yeah, so it's just a good opportunity, I think, to chat about them. We retired Holy Grail in Singapore. He ran second 3 starts back and was sort of going 5th, 4th, 2nd, hitting some form. But his last 2 runs have just been, he just hasn't wanted to be there. He's just told us, I don't want to be here. So we've retired him. And it's just a case of sometimes it just becomes the right time. Horses just say, I've had enough, and they need to be retired and stop racing. And also Elusive Boxers, and 4 starts back she was 2nd, 3 starts back she was 4th, and she keeps running placings but hasn't won in a while. And she her last 2 starts have also told us that she's just had enough and she doesn't want to be racing anymore. So it just comes a time for all of them and a time to sort of to say, right, well, it's time to pull pin and retire them. It can be tough. You look at a horse like Passing Shot, who lost form, then he's come back and he's been brilliant. So you do have to assess each one on their merits. But when it's time for them to retire and have a nice life doing something else, that's the right thing to do.
So it was Elusive Boxers and Holy Grail.
A bit of a changing of the guard. We'll miss them both from the race report.
We shall. However,
moving
my
on.
voice cracked. We have more to talk about. From this week, we've got a pretty small week this week, only 2 horses.
Yes, but a really interesting bit of the week.
We do, but that's the next segment.
Yeah,
Slow down.
Okay.
We'll get there. Firstly though, on Friday at Timaru in race 7, we have got Rip Into Gear.
Rip Into Gear, who is probably coming down to her last few starts. She'll probably be sold as a broodmare, but we're trying to get a 1 or 2 into her. She's group placed. She won a trial last week by 4 lengths. And she won it quite easily. She's stepping up to a mile. She's got a wide barrier draw. Kylie Williams on board, who rode her in the trial. And, we drew badly last start and went back. And she made up okay ground, but didn't really threaten. So I think what we'll probably do is, we won't rush forward, but we'll see how she jumps. And if she sort of is there and is happy to roll forward, we might roll forward and be somewhere, on the speed with her. I think, and give it every chance, to kick on. It'd be wonderful for her to win before she retires. She's probably down to her last couple of runs.
Mm-hmm. And on Saturday, in race 4 at Rosehill, we have got Rakik running.
Yeah, a very, very exciting and promising horse who's got to go a long way. He is our last runner for the season, and he could well be. We could well see off the season with a win with him. He was second last start 2 weeks ago, where he had a bad draw, but well back in the field. Was last at the 600. Storm Time ran second. He goes up in grade but drops in weight. He gets him with 53 kilos. He's got barrier 3, so should be able to settle a little bit closer this time over 2,000 metres. Kieran McAvoy on board. Great jockey, and I think he's 460. He's opened up at, and he'll be very hard to beat. He's a very progressive horse. He's going a long way. He's another one of these horses. We bought 2 horses the last 2 years from the UK and pulled them to Australia. Stayers. Alouard's the first. Been an outstanding horse, group horse, and Rakik is the second. He's going to be a group horse too. So watch out for him. Hard to beat on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. And now we move on to Bet of the Week.
And you're going to let me do it this week, even though your one was scratched.
Mine was scratched a couple weeks ago, but we're going to go back to Dad's bet.
Yeah, and if I'm no good, then you can pick it next week.
There we go. Sorted. So our Bet of the Week this week is, drumroll please, Storming the Tower, running at Rotorua on Saturday in race 8.
So he's in the Taramanui Gold Cup, and great from the Taramanui Racing Club. They lost their listed status for their race, so the race only has to be worth, I think, 35,000. But they've maintained the stake from last year of 65,000. So it's a great thing. So well done to them, progressive club, and I've been talking to them a wee bit about trying to do some sponsorship and things, and I really like them, so good on them. So Storming the Tower, 9-year-old, rising 10. Had a hurdle trial a couple of starts back, but the thing about him is he likes Rotorua. 6 starts there for a win and 3 placings. He loves the distance, 2200. He got beaten not far by Highland, who's a very good horse there, about 4 starts back on a heavy 11 track, which is probably what it's going to be on Saturday. So the distance is no problem for him, the track's no problem for him, and I just think he's probably going to be $17, $18 in about 4 or 5 place, and I just think it looks like a really good race for a tough old stayer like him that likes the track and the track conditions. So Storming the Tower each way at big odds is our
Bet of the Week. You have won the email account, I have realised.
Thank you, Sophie.
So,
and next week we'll talk about a few things, including the prize money in New South Wales, which has gone up again.
There we go. Thank you all for watching Tube Talk.
Thanks, guys. See ya.